I did. I got so obsessed with her life, and I was actually so grateful that I was given this amazing gift of getting to explore this incredible woman that I really just knew so little about. And Ridley called me just before Christmas, and I was due to go away over New Year's with my friends, and I had to cancel the plan so I could sit and read every book I could find on Josephine and then Napoleon. And I had this amazing Christmas and New Year, and about 3-4 weeks of just reading for hours and hours a day. So I became obsessed and feel very protective of her. I guess it was a combination of learning about all these different mad phases of her life where she was so many different versions of a person. It almost like she had 20 lives in one lifetime. It was so extraordinary. It wasn't just one and then this was my life and then I did a bit of this. It was, she did this and then she did this completely different thing, and she was, I mean, I could talk about it, you know, for hours, but so for that reason, I felt like she was somebody who was so good at adapting and so able to change and shape-shift according to what phase she was in her life, whether it was, you know, leading the fashion movement with all these dresses that they designed, and during the victims' balls and the time after she was nearly executed in prison, or when she was a young girl growing up on a Caribbean island. There's so many different versions of her, and so I just thought, what an extraordinary person to be able to adapt like that and survive in a really challenging, crazy time, and then in the middle of this relationship and this vortex of empire. I mean, it just was extraordinary. I definitely couldn't have done it, so I had so much admiration for her. It helped so much, as they always do, really. It was amazing to go from wearing these sort of rags in prison, when we did actually film a prison sequence that's not in the movie, but to go from that and then to go towards the end of her life, you know, wearing these huge gowns and being crowned at a coronation of an empire, and all these jewels and tiaras, and it was really helpful to feel the transcendence into that kind of extremity of life. It reflected it somehow, and when it's on your body, it helps you to imagine what that would feel like, because obviously, you know, you'd never wear anything like that in real life. But everyone plays together, so I would think he's one of the best actors ever lived. But I enjoyed our process together, and we had a great time, and Ridley moves really fast with multiple cameras, and so you have to be really ready, and you have to get on set, and you have to go, and you might have just a couple of takes, and then you're off, or one take even, and then you're on to the next scene. There might be 5 big ones in a day. So it's the nature of everything, really. You just kind of, you imagine it, believe it, and then you sort of play and hope for the best, I think.